Qigong class. We start in the Wuxi stance, and that's just basically placing the feet so they're, hip bone distance apart. I like to kind of lift up the toes and kind of spread them out. Really make a conscious effort to connect with the earth. After that, you're growing a little bit taller to lengthen the spine. Shoulders always relax downwards. And the belly area is just kind of soft. You want to be able to have it rise and fall with the breath. And we do a salutation, since this is from the Chinese tradition. Left hand is open, right hand to fist, and a little bow forward. All right, placing the hands on the belly. We're going to work with the breath. Always like expanding, deepening the breath a bit. You can close the eyes if you wish, just focusing inwards. And then returning arms to the side. Next, we'll work with the joint rotations. So head and neck first, a gentle head roll. Easing head to center and reversing the direction of the circle. And again, head back to the front. Next, you want to turn whole body. So shifting the weight, turning, looking out over the shoulder. Back to the front, other side. And back to the front again. We can go to the shoulders next, rolling shoulders towards the ears, and then right back down. Reach forward with the arms, take them to the side, go behind you and to the front. Nice full deep breaths in and out. And one more time. Next, palms are up, thumbs in, behind you, side. Roll over the arms, back to the front, and repeat. And one more. And now the elbows, so circling the arms, feeling the elbow joints. And reversing the direction. Next, the wrist. So turning the hands, feeling the wrist joints. And then you want to make fist with the hands, go the other way, still working the wrist joints. Open hands, back and forth, shake them out. Up, down motion. And a rotation. Relax the arms. And now the hips. So feet can come a little wider. And taking the hips in a circle. And always returning to your breath. Nice, full, deep breaths in and out. And then we'll reverse the direction. And right back to center. Bringing feet just a little bit closer in now. Let's stand so we have one heel on the ground, toe is up, whole leg moves in and out. Maintaining a nice posture with the body. And then you're going to pause. Next, toe and heel. Back and forth. Placing that foot down, shift the weight. Other side. First the in and the out. And then toe and heel. Placing that foot back down. Again, with feet pretty close in. We're going to reach down for the knee joints. And then going in a small circle. And pause. Reverse the direction. Back to center. Standing tall again, back to that Uchi stance. We'll work with the ankle joint. So again, I'm going to be mindful of my balance here. I can go one way for a little bit and then reverse the direction of the circle. And I'm going to put that foot back down. Again, shifting weight, feel the center, and work the other side. And reverse. Returning that foot back to the floor, and you're back to your Uchi stance. Next, it's the one where we turn the waist. Loosen up all the center of the body. It'll look something like this. And back to center. Okay, so let's take the wider stance, the horse stance. It's a little bit wider. Again, I'm going to settle in. Slight bend to the knee, tailbone is directed downwards. Top of the head's lifted. From here, we'll do the circling breath. Big inhale, arms float out. On the exhale, down the center. And just repeat. Get a nice big inhale and exhale. And then we'll go ahead and change it up a little bit. Arms are to the side first. And then we want to do beginning Tai Chi. So open, so palms are facing the back. Next inhale, arms float up to shoulder height. Comes in and down. And repeat. And one more of this one. Okay, arms are to the side again. And next, the vertical circle in front. Now, this is the one where the lower body stays rock solid still. It doesn't move, and we move more higher up in the waist. So I'm going to bring the hands to the front, turn the waist to one side, arms come up like a wave, and then back down. You can make them big, like I can feel like I can touch the floor with my fingertips, and it comes up. I can touch the ceiling. So make it a big circle in your mind. And let's switch the direction, going the other way a little bit. And one more. And arms to the side. Let's bring a foot in, and then we'll work from the bow stance. So I'm going to turn to the side so you can see the profile. Back foot would be rotated out 45 degrees. Other foot does a center step, kind of sink the tailbone a little bit, and then you're going to place the foot forward, shift the weight, so front leg is bent. This would be a left bow stance since the left leg's in front. Palms are towards the floor. The movement is shifting, turning the torso, and then shifting forward again, tracing a little circle in between the feet. And then we'll pause, get more weight to the front leg, and I'll change to the cloud hand movement. About the same with the lower body, but upper body's a little different. And then for the full cloud hands, you're operating both arms, shifting and turning. And we'll pause again when you got more weight to the front. You can just relax the upper body. And then we'll change sides. So I'm going to turn around so it's exact opposite. And it's going to be the other side. So this will be my back foot, rotates out, center step, front leg. And now for me, it's the right legs in front, right bow stance. Palms are towards the floor. Feeling of shifting and turning and forward again. And always returning to your breath, smoothing out the movement with the breath. And I'll pause again. I have more weight forward, and I'll shift it to cloud hands. The other hand. And we'll pause. We got more weight to the front. And we can relax the arms down, close up the stance, and facing forward. Okay, so that's our warm-ups, and then we can work with the Grandmaster Wu Qigong series. You have the choice of Wu Qi, or if you like the slightly wider stance, that will work too. Just want to feel comfortable, good alignment with the body, relaxed breath. And we'll begin by both hands coming to the center, a circle out, comes up to about the heart center, and back down. And just repeat, get a rhythm going. And one more. Next movement, there's a gather part. It comes up the front of the body, past the forehead, palms forward, sink the tailbone. Turn to one side. And back to the front, to the other side. And to the front. And hands come back down. And repeat. And one more time with this one. The third one has the gather part. It's going to come up. And then palms go forward. Fingertips towards each other. Comes in and back down. And repeat. And one more of this one. Next one has the gather. Gonna come up, little pause here, and then pressing the palms towards the side, feeling the stretch, big inhale, and then exhale, relaxing the arms down, and repeat. And one more of this one. Next one has a gather part, and then think just the index finger. It's going to come up, it's going to go forward towards each other, in and down. And repeat. One more of this one. Next one, you got the gather, you got the first two fingers drawing upwards, goes forward, towards each other, in and back down. And repeat. one more of this one. Next movement, you have the gather part. Hold hands coming up. Goes behind the head, over the top, and down. And repeat. Inhale, draws up. Exhale, down. And one more. And the very last one, we have a gather. It comes up. Pause here. Arms to the side, palms facing upwards. Hold, breathe. In my mind, connecting whole body together. And then the ease out, you're going to fold the hands down the center. And a couple more circling breaths. Big inhale. And exhale. And at the end here, you can place the hands on the belly, slide a foot a little closer in, and just nice, full, deep breaths in and out. And returning arms to the side. Be okay here to maybe move the feet a little bit from doing that standing for several minutes. That feels good. So hopefully you feel more relaxed, yet feel like the circulation and the energy spread out more throughout the whole body. Good. All right, so we can work a little bit with the white crane exercise. For that one, with the feet, the heels are lightly touching, toes are going out. Or if you prefer just standing in the buchi, that works too. Okay, so I'm going to place the feet. I have those roots going down into the earth. Off the head slightly lifted. Focusing in on the breath. We'll bring the hands in the front, touching lightly here. Next inhale comes up. Exhale back down. On the inhale, belly's rising up. On the exhale, it's sinking down. And repeat. And one more. Arms to the side for a moment. And then we'll stretch the arms out to the side like that. Next inhale, you're bending wrists, touching the fingertips. Arms come up slightly. And then back down. Moving with the breath. I usually do the inhale, comes up. Exhale, back down. And one more time, going up. Extra breaths here. Next, we'll go downwards, bending the wrist opposite way. So it looks something like this, going down, and then it goes back up. And one more, going down. Both arms down. Again, taking extra breaths. All right. So now we'll work on the balance component. Again, you have to be careful. You need a chair nearby or the wall. I'm going to shift the weight to one foot. Other foot, I'll just have the ball of the foot on the floor for a moment. Again, string lifting the top of the head. And then I'm going to try to time it. I'm going to go wings come up or arms. Same time the foot comes up. And then I'm going to put it back down. And then I can shift the weight. So I'm shifting the weight completely, getting my balance, comes up, and then goes back down. Shifting weight. And goes back down. And let's do one more time. All right. And then you want to come back to your Wu Chi stance. And make sure you're not holding your breath. Sometimes with balance postures, you tend to hold the breath a little bit. You want nice full deep breaths in and out. Okay, so for the next one, we're going to try just doing what they call holding the post. It's a standing posture. What we want to do with the legs, you can have the Wu Chi or the slightly wider stance, the horse stance. And what happens is the arms are just going to float up to the front, almost like you're doing beginning Tai Chi. And then you rotate so the fingertips are towards each other. And nice and rounded feeling, slight tuck in the tailbone, top of the head's lifted. And you're going to hold the posture, breathe. Really got to relax so that it's almost like hanging a shirt on a hanger. The muscles are just kind of hanging on to the skeleton, on the bones. And the bones are doing all the work, not the muscles. Holding the post or sometimes hugging the tree. It's a classic Qigong standing exercise in the Tai Chi framework here. Always check with my shoulders, my elbows are relaxed downward slightly. And just kind of gazing in between the fingertips. And then I'll go ahead and come out. Palms are towards the floor and arms float back down. So again, this posture can be used on all by itself and just building on the time you hold it. You just start with a few seconds and then you build up so it's several minutes to maybe even 20 minutes. Okay, so let's work with the ball idea, the energy ball. We'll have it between the palms, elbows are down, and this will be that shrinking and expanding one. Next, inhale, make that ball get big, big, big. And on the exhale, shrink it back down. And repeat. Inhale, nice and big. And then exhale back down. And one more. Very good. All right. Now we're going to do the diagonal one. It's a feeling of splitting the center line. So one hand goes to the top corner, one hand to the bottom corner, and then you draw them back to the center, and then it'll be the opposite side, corner to corner. And again, one more time. Okay, so I'm hoping you're starting to feel a little bit of something in between the palms. And sometimes I like going out and in, kind of like I'm pulling cotton candy apart and then I'm just pushing it back in. And the more you work with that, the more you actually start feeling something in between the palms of the hands. You're just kind of playing with the energy. And now let's drop the ball down a little bit lower. One hand near the solar plexus, one near the lower dantian. The idea here is to roll the ball. So I'm going to take this ball and I'm going to roll it forward. You can have whole body movement where I'm shifting weight to one side, which takes the hip, which takes the shoulder forward, center, other side. So it feels like it's the whole body rotating around your center. And then let me pause in the center and reverse the direction. So backward roll of the ball. And to center again. We're going to move the ball to the side. So it's, again, it's movement at the waist. Lower body doesn't move. So it looks something like this, turning at the waist. And then I'll roll the ball over one time. And I'll come back to the front, to the other side. And rolls over. Center, and one more time, other side. Back to the center, and this side. And back to center. We'll have the arms by the side. And then let's just do a couple closing breaths here. So opening the arms out. And when they come to the center, let the back of the hands touch like that. Building the center line and repeating. Big inhale and exhale. And you can return the arms back to the side. Okay, so we'll finish up the standing part and we'll work from a chair so that we can do our seated meditation. So I'm going to just grab a chair, a little closer in. Okay, so you're sitting comfortable, but you feel the feet on the floor. Nice posture with the body, relaxed breath. And we'll take the hands, we'll just kind of rub them together. All right, the first one, top of the head, the tapping. On the top, on the side, on the back, just all over. Rest the hands on the head, move the scalp back and forth. Move the hands around a little, increasing circulation. All right. Next, I want to get a little extra tapping on the back of the head. So I'm going to cover the ears at the same time. Tapping. Good. And then we'll get into and around the face, starting at the temple area, massaging circles. Okay. Next area, bridge of the nose meets it with the eyebrow. So first two fingers here, starting in the corner, pressing, releasing, making your way out across the top of the eye area. And then I'll go on the outside of the eye, just kind of following the eye socket, a little gentler here, jiggle, and below the eye. And then I'll pause right about where the cheekbones are and massaging circles. Moving that circling a little closer to the ear opening, the TMJ joint. And now down the lower jaw towards the chin. Back up in front of the ear opening. Okay, next, either side of the nose, using your hands like that for rubbing action. And then you're going to place one hand on the upper lip, one on the lower, massaging in and around the teeth, the gums. Okay, very good. Got the face area. Now we want to get into the ears. So rubbing the ears. Okay, got the ears worked on. Now it's going to be the neck. Starting on the back side, one hand on this side, one on the other. And just walking up and down the back of the neck. Next side of the neck. So more gentle here, side of the neck. So more gentle here, just kind of moving that one muscle back and forth. Same muscle, but the front of it. So just rubbing from top to bottom times. I'll go over on the other side. And then the whole hand just lightly rubbing down. Okay, then we'll take both hands on the back of the neck and a feeling of just kind of dragging them forward to the chest 3 times. All right, now we're to the center of the chest. We're back to the tapping. Okay, either side. There's 2 points. You're going to go back to massaging circles. I'm taking a big inhale and letting it go. All right. Next point on top of the shoulder. Top fist. Pretty good tap there. Open fist. Tapping down the outside of the arm. Turns over, up the inside. And repeat 3 times. I just kind of do a little quick rub there. And I go to the other side. All right, got the arms taken care of. The kidney area. So soft fist on the lower back, kind of rubbing up and down. Okay, next one, top of the buttocks, back to tapping down the outside of the leg. Open the fist, up the inside, lower dantian. And repeat. Okay, and then very last, let's just start here and connect those points, rubbing down over the toes, coming up. 1, 2, and 3. Excellent. Let's let the hand rest on the knees, sitting tall, chin comes down, close the eyes, go to the breath, just the in and the out, nice, smooth, deep breaths in and out. And we'll do a cleansing breath, inhaling through the nose and exhaling through the mouth. And again. And returning to natural, effortless breath. And then we can open the eyes again. Okay, so we'll finish there. Thanks for joining me.